Dakota FFA, I'm Courtney Bitts.
And I'm Kylie Bitts.
Anna Stoppleworth went from the person we only knew as the girl in the FFA jacket with the curly red hair
to becoming our best friend. We couldn't be more proud of Anna's year of service.
Anna, we love you so much, and we are so grateful for everything you've done for North Dakota FFA in the past year. So, North Dakota FFA, we are so proud to welcome the worst driver we've ever been with.
The girl that refuses to admit that her hair is red.
It's strawberry blonde. And our best friend, Anna Stoppleworth.
Hi, I'm Ashley, Anna's older sister.
And I'm Jack, her younger brother.
Well, you all know Anna as the well put together, well spoken, and enthusiastic individual that she usually is.
We've had the opportunity to know the Anna that asks if we're driving through Minnesota on our way to Montana.
Swears that she sees a dead kangaroo on the side of the road in the middle of North Dakota.
And to this day will tell you that she saw a beaver with a bushy tail in the mountains of Colorado.
All jokes aside though, we also know the Anna who cares for those around her, even those she hardly knows.
Who welcomes people and makes them feel at home in a conversation.
And the Anna who really does lead with integrity and passion.
Anna, we could not be more proud of your year of service and are so excited to introduce you for your retiring address.
North Dakota FFA, our sister.
And ours too.
And your state vice president,
Anna Stoppleworth.
April of 2016, my family and I began a journey that would change our lives forever. It was a journey of ups and downs, struggles, frustrations, and fears, as well as laughter, blessings, and success. But more than anything, it was a journey that taught me a lot about the value of vulnerability. It was 4 years ago this past April that 2 of the 3 boys I now call my brothers entered our home as foster kids. It was a lot of prayer, contemplation, and discussions that brought us to foster care. And when this 4-year-old and 3-month-old entered our home as a first placement and trial run, we were told they would likely be with us through the summer and then go to a family member. It was only meant to be temporary, but love doesn't know temporary. Before long, these boys had made a permanent mark on our hearts. You see, perhaps nothing makes you feel more vulnerable than surrendering all control of your heart. Foster care is all about vulnerability. You take on a huge responsibility for kids, but really you're helpless to know what their future or yours holds. You never know what day the phone's going to ring, and you'll hear those kids you've loved without reservation or being moved. At the same time, you have one shot to hopefully make a positive impact on their life. One shot to make a difference that they will remember wherever they go. And to do this requires surrender, vulnerability, and going all in. Each day that passed, I loved these boys more and more. And the terror of one day having to pack their bags and watch them leave and never come back was eating away at me. It was scary because whether I liked it or not, fostering threw me into a state of vulnerability. Picture what you think about when you hear the word vulnerability. Is it positive? Commonly, we equate it with being weak or fragile. Not exactly positive connotations, right? In some sense, it's true. Being vulnerable can make you feel weak because it's trusting your heart, your truth, your story to someone else. But it can also be incredibly beautiful. Well, my family and I lived in the constant reality that at any point our hearts could be shattered. We saw these boys grow, blossom, and overcome challenges as they were in our care. And after just 1 year, we added their baby brother to our home. A journey that began with vulnerability ended in a beautiful way, with my family of 5 becoming a family of 8. On November 6th of 2018, what we intended to be a temporary home became permanent when we finalized the adoption of Trayton, Tayden, and Thomas. And we discovered a new love and joy that we would have never found if we hadn't started fostering, if we had refused vulnerability. Now, I recognize that not all stories of vulnerability have an ending like this one. The boys could have left, never to be seen again. And while this would have been devastating, I wouldn't have wished to go back in time and change our decision, because the growth that we experienced through this time and the opportunity to give them love and stability when they needed it the most would far outweigh the pain. And I know that I would have gotten through it with the support of friends and family that joined me in the journey. You see, I now know that vulnerability is not a weakness. It takes strength and courage to open yourself up to others and to risk the possibility of getting hurt. It's scary and intimidating. In fact, it is terrifying to be vulnerable. You have to be willing to open up your heart and share parts of yourself that are hurt, damaged, or broken. And that can be scary because you don't want to open up yourself to more pain or rejection. But vulnerability sparks beauty. When we are willing to overcome our fear of sharing the innermost struggles that we face and letting ourselves truly be seen, it can give us the help and the healing that we need to grow. Or it can lead us to discover a new joy that we had never imagined. Oftentimes, we are holding ourselves back from being vulnerable because of our past, our self-doubts, the pain that we have experienced, or because we are afraid that we will be judged. I was scared that my heart was going to get broken. I was worried about what other people would think and how they would react to my new brothers. But you see, in a way, I was forced to be vulnerable because fostering had already been on my mind and in my prayers for so long that by that point, my heart was already all in. I want you to choose to be vulnerable because when hearts begin to open up, hurts heal, fears dissipate, beauty flourishes, and lives change, just like my life changed. North Dakota FFA, we need to let go of our pain. We need to let go of our self-doubts and our judgments. Amy Grace said too many people are dying inside because they are too afraid to talk about the things they hide. Today, I challenge you to take the leap of faith and be honest with yourself and others. Be vulnerable even though it may scare you. Tell that person how much they mean to you. Tell anyone about the pain that you are feeling. Whatever it may be, share not just what is on your mind, but what is in your heart. The moment that we surrender and let ourselves truly be seen is the moment that we will form genuine connections with one another. And it is through those connections that we will get the help, healing, love, and joy that we need. First of all, to God, thank you for putting the right people in my life, for giving me the strength and love that I need, and for always being just one prayer away. To my best friends, Courtney, Kylie, Brianna, Christina, Maya, and Alexa. Thank you for not only putting up with my craziness, but for embracing it, and for always building me up when I feel stressed or less than enough. The beauty that I see within each and every one of your hearts inspires me to be a better person every day. To my siblings, Ashley, Jack, Trayton, Tayden, and Thomas. Thank you for all of the hugs, love, sarcasm, and laughter that you have shared and continue to share with me. I know that you guys always have my back and never fail to make my bad days more bearable or make my good days even more beautiful. I couldn't do life without you guys. Dad, thank you for always cracking jokes that make us laugh even if we tell you that they're dumb, and for always making us come look at the sunset. You remind me to find beauty in all of the little moments in life, and I could not be more thankful for that. Mom, I will never forget the time you looked over at me and you said, Anna, I don't want the world to change you. I want you to change the world. Thank you for always telling me that I can do anything if I work hard enough and trust in God's plan. Mom and Dad, you two never fail to amaze me. You've showed me what love, sacrifice, generosity, and faith are. I know that some days, us 6 kids probably make you want to pull your hair out, but that has never stopped you from loving us unconditionally and being the best parents. Thank you for always supporting me 110% in everything that I do and for pushing me to be nothing less than my best. I am only who I am today because of you. Mrs. Thiel, Mr. Becker, Miss Briegel, Mr. Johnson, and all of the Kindred FFA chapter. Thank you guys for helping me to find my love and passion for FFA, an organization that now has my heart. Thank you for never allowing me to doubt myself and for helping me to succeed. You have all pushed me to grow not only as an FFA member, but as a person. To the state staff, Craig, Anderson, and Susie. Thank you for always giving us the guidance and help that we need and helping each and every one of us to grow as leaders and as individuals. But also, thank you for always making us laugh with your jokes, even if they did drive Hannah a little crazy. Ben, Christina, Michaela, Maddie, and Hannah, my team. It's crazy to look back to when we were strangers and to now think about how much we have changed and grown alongside one another throughout this year. I am so grateful for each of you and the joy that you have brought into my life. I cannot thank God enough for giving me 5 amazing teammates to serve alongside that I can now call my friends. To North Dakota FFA, lastly, but definitely not least, how did I get so lucky? Thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you this year, but mostly, thank you for impacting me in more ways than I can list. I have witnessed firsthand the love, passion, and beauty that each and every one of you brings to this organization. I couldn't be more proud to be one small part of such an amazing organization.